Good morning and welcome to Ebona and the 103.5 FM. Today, the 19th day of March 2024. Today is Tuesday and the time is 2 minutes past the hour of 7. It's time for newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM.
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the of the broadcast or the conduct of station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature.
We are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on the Guardian, Leadership, Vanguard, Daily Post, Punch, Sun, The Nation. This day, and if time permits, we're also going to take a look at the Nigerian Tribune newspapers. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080-9666-1035. You can as well join us on Facebook as we are live at Ebona Day 103.5 FM. Drop your comments on the comment section of the live video. You can equally stream us on lr.com/gistfm. I am Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper this morning. NCC claims voice data services up by 90% after disruption. No evidence found in ghost cast allegation, says EKEDP. Equitable energy transition critical to realization of SDGs. Group laws of president's reforms flays past administrations. Inflation, low, middle class differ home ownership plans for food. Anambra doctors issue 72 hours ultimatum for prosecution of officer who assaulted their colleague. Residents protest demolition of property in Sakla Road, Ibadan. Terrorism. Ohaneze cautions Tinubu or as gunmen abduct dozens in fresh Kaduna attack. Metering gaps remain despite 273.3 billion naira loan to discos for meters. Others. Federal Road Safety Corps has powers to operate on FCT roads. Appeal Court rules. Southeasterners. Others benefit from Northeast Commission's project. Civil society organization warns EFCC against political witch hunting. Court to hear Kano's 1 billion naira suit against the federal government. DSS, April 18th. Activities paralyzed in UNN as SSANU, NASU join warning strike. Memorandum of understanding on Port Harcourt, Calabar, Enugu, Abuja standard gauge not binding. Environmentalists want Afi sanctuary, drill ranch protected. Tinubu meets Edo APC chiefs over state crisis. IYC condemns killing of soldiers, reprisal in Delta. NASU, SSANU, strike. Students resist attempt to stop exams. Youths urge Ayedatiwa to quit Ondo post. Court adjourns suit seeking to sack 25 Rivers lawmakers. We are determined to produce healthcare professionals, says Odele. Court convicts 5 for murder, kidnapping. Group condemns killing, mutilation of security agencies' bodies in Delta. Commercial motorcyclists protest killing of colleagues in Delta. Ex-NMA staff needs 30 million naira for kidney transplant. Lagos court sentences man to 35 years imprisonment for armed robbery. Residents protest demolition of a property in Circular Road, Ibadan. Police dismisses allegations of nepotism, ethnic bias in posting. Peace Institute condemns killing of army personnel in Delta community. Edo Guba polls, Tinubu predicts a victory for APC. Ex-husband loses property ownership to former Nigerian ambassador. Police dismisses claims of nepotism. We've taken this. Nigeria says normal internet services are restored after undersea cable repairs. Inspector General of Police presents over 1.5 billion naira check to widows of slain policemen. That's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning. On solving institutional challenges, analyst, killing of 16 soldiers, defense headquarters denies reprisal attacks, says there will still be consequences. Showore deletes fake Ukuama reprisal attack video, apologizes to army. National Association of Nigerian Students tells Senate to include grants in student loan bill. 11 bodies recovered after soldiers invade Bayelsa community. Nigeria to begin vaccine production soon. New amnesty boss Otuaro assumes duty as Ndiomu quits. APC holds Ondo governorship primary election April 25th. Include grants in student loan bill. National Association of Nigerian Students tells Senate. Imo, INEC, PDP, Anyangu trade blame over documents. Kaduna spends 11.4 billion naira on second batch of palliatives. Perform or be sacked, Wike tells FCTA permanent secretaries, avoiding extrajudicial killings. Sanwo-Olu, Anyoku, Adebanjo, others clamor for new constitution. Non-academic staff strike grounds varsities. Non-academic staff strike grounds varsities. Bandits sustain attacks on Kaduna, abduct another 86. Ending Nigeria's FX crisis depends on solving institutional challenges. Analyst, Institute condemns killing of soldiers in Delta. Budget pardon. Civil society organizations decries attempts to undermine legislative oversight. Killing of 16 soldiers. Defense headquarters denies reprisal attacks, says there will still be consequences. Ondo APC, we've taken this. Defense headquarters unveils identities of 16 slain army personnel killed in Delta community. Anthony Joshua rises in Ring magazine heavyweight rankings. Tinubu upgrades a former MILAD Isa to chairman Alamajiri Education Commission. 7 injured as factional transport unions clash over park control in Ogun. EFCC recovers 324 houses for Kanu pensioners. Activities paralyzed at Dutse Varsity as a national NASU begins warning strike. Again, CBN slashes customs exchange rate by 1.5%. Nottingham Forest docked 4 points for breaching financial rules. Killers of soldiers in Delta must face justice, defense ministers. Kano court dismisses lawyers' appeal over alleged unlawful arrest, detention. Federal government captures Umushima erosion in 2024 budget after Ugochinyere alarm. Killing of soldiers, Delta community engaging in propaganda instead of aiding investigation. Army. Ugochinyere hails federal government's Abbas. Bajabiamela over Imo erosion site inclusion in 2024 budget. New RDAN vice chair harps on professionalism in real estate sector. Worshippers escape death as IED explodes before bomber in hits mosques in Boronu. Worshippers escape death as IED explodes before bomber hits mosques in Boronu. Tinubu presents APC flag to Edo Guba candidate, running mate. Motorcycle riders protest alleged killing of colleagues in Delta. Police confirmed death of suicide bomber in Boronu. Expert wants small, medium enterprises to scale up with technology. Fire got Sokoto Central Market, Okuama. People deny killing soldiers. I beg Tinubu to set up panel to unravel killers. Gunmen kill church founder, pastor in Akwa Ibom. Unity group seeks a probe into killing of troops in Delta. Gunmen kill traditional ruler in Bauchi. Amnesty program. Ex-Niger Delta agitators sue federal government over unpaid entitlements. NJC cautions retired judicial officers on fraudulent scheme. Vandals dismantle rail tracks in Kaduna community. Nike unveils Nigeria's new 2024 home away match jerseys. Terrorists abduct 87 in fresh Kaduna attack. Reappointment of Ozodema's police school collapse video. Misleading, says group. Baushu school collapse video. Misleading, says group. Bodies of Taraba pastor, wife found, baby still missing. Ramadan, Gombe. PDP chieftain gives party escorts 7.8 million naira. Zulum distributes palliatives to 52,000 vulnerable, 100 million naira grant to 2,000 others. Stambik IBTC pays Yaba Psychiatric Hospital Ward. New NYO president presses for youth inclusion in governance. Governor Idris lauded over Rwanda training. More powers for states will catalyze Nigeria's development, says Mba. From the leadership newspaper, we'll flip over to Vanguard newspaper. Nigeria doomed without new constitution. Killing of soldiers. Army tracks militant leader to mass killings. Bloodbath in Delta. Villagers flee. Hide in forest. Vandalism. Nigeria highlights benefits of infrastructure financing. Dangote says manufacturers must focus on consumers' rights. Subsidy removal. Forest liberalization. Drive FAAC disbursement up 23.9% to 2.1 trillion naira. Subsidy removal. Forest liberalization. Drive FAAC disbursement up 23.9% to 2.1 trillion naira. Pension funds investment in infrastructure up 32.9% to 150.8 billion naira. CBN's donation of fertilizers. Aftermath of soldiers' killings, bloodbath in Delta. We've taken this. Police. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Ijaw youths condemn killings of soldiers in Delta. Abductors of Edo PDP chairman yet to make contact. Delta killings. Troops occupy Okuama. Raises more buildings. SSANU begins 7-day warning strike. Blocks University of Abuja gate. Terrorists storm Kaduna in fresh attack. Abduct 87. That's the much we can take from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. From the Vanguard newspaper, we'll flip over to the Daily Post on Ningi. Nigerians knock federal government over Port Harcourt refineries promised operation in 2 weeks. FIRS 2 billion naira fraud. Witness testifies how ETA allegedly diverts fund to private account. Ebonyi. Stone dealers shut down operations over Chinese firms' incessant price hike. Hardship. Avoid public protests. Fulani group warns members. SSANU. NASU strike grounds academic activities in University of Abuja. Ex-hobby loses joint property ownership battle to Nigeria's former ambassador to Argentina. Wike plans to borrow 500 billion naira to finance 2024 budget. Tinubu appoints Idris Sani Executive Secretary, CEO, Almajiri Education Commission. Amnesty, Ndiomu, bows out as PAP boss hands over to Otuaro. Okuama, Army reveals identity of Commander, 16 other soldiers murdered in Delta. EFCC rearranges ex-PDP national chairman Bello Mohammed over alleged 300 million naira fraud. That's the much we can take from the Daily Post newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making Eagles 2024-2025 jersey. Court orders buyers to release data of Nigerian users to EFCC. SSANU, NASU begins strike, grounds varsities. Cable court, call, data services restored, NCC. Defense headquarters vows decisive response to killers of soldiers in Delta. 2 die in Okada rider in Boronu, injures 2. Die in Jigawa auto crash, called highway. 5 to die by Fubara behind rivers crisis. Tinubu in endless search for economic solution. Resign if desperate to replace Abure. Labour Party replies NLC president. Rivers APC tackles PDP over Ababio Fubara's banter at Wigwe's funeral. Lawmakers search for improved governance in parliamentary system. That's the much we can take from the Punch newspaper this morning. From the Punch newspaper, we'll flip over to the Sun newspaper. Russia poll. Putin F. Ogun 5 billion naira intervention. PDP's dispatch rider over sale of drug list chinchim to students, parties. Killing of military personnel in Delta, shocking, condemnable. Clark. Peace mission headquarters orders approve of killing of army commander, 2 majors, 1 captain, 12 soldiers by Delta youths. Why Nigerians must support Tinubu? Iko Tuonye, chairman, YP40, killings, playing politics with Benue lives. Imo, PDP, Anyang, INEC, trade blames at tribunal over alleged withholding of documents. Stabilizing economy amid soaring inflation. NDDC, rice farmers collaborate to battle food insecurity. FEM denies a responsibility for Ebe fish mass mortality. Fidelity Bank distributes 3,000 food packs to Zamfara community. Ogun, 5 billion naira intervention palliatives impacting residents, says Akime. Still, the stabilization plot against Nigeria. Hunger and looting of warehouses. Inspector General of Police confirm how we nab suspected killers of Umuoji, PG. Anambra Commissioner of Police. Demand for Transpower, FBNH Drive, NGX ASI up by 2 points from the Sun newspaper this morning. Still on the stories on the Ningi, Labour Party House of Reps Kakus, a party clash over National Convention. Cleric urges leaders to be courageous. Still on the stories making headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. Peculiarity of TAFSA in Nigeria. Youth 170 Akwa Ibom rural women get a lift. Wella Health aids healthcare access with technology. Stakeholders, we need a bill to encourage organ donation. Foundation seeks help for the vulnerable. And that's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. From the Nation newspaper, we'll flip over to this day newspaper. Tinubu to Obeboro. Victory is important. Presents party's flag to Edo Guba can declare. Federal government eyes $3.6 billion in historic talent outsourcing initiative with Lab 4. MBS stakeholders insist rebasing labor force data may demotivate job creation efforts. Stakeholders insist.
I have a testimony, good news and wonderful opportunities here for you at next level traveling and your agency. Do you want to move to the next level? Do you want to stay and work abroad 2022 to 2025? And the available countries and continents are
Love by bread, the family look produced under a good hygienic environment with NAFTA approval. Love by bread produced love with some beverages in the mind for love.
The Galilee Christ Assembly Mission Ogidi invites you to their 2 days